Hi, my name's Ellen and I'm the Student Futures Program Coordinator at Federation University Australia. Today, our module will focus on oral presentation skills for individuals and group assignments. Oral presentations are usually dreaded by most people as they feel uncomfortable about the prospect of speaking in front of people to present information. At some stage during your course, you'll be required to perform an oral presentation as an assessment. This module will help provide you with some strategies you can use to feel more confident when you're faced with the dreaded task of presenting in front of a group. So let me give you some general tips for oral presentations. Be organised and rehearse the presentation. Your increased familiarity with the presentation will boost your confidence and your ability to present the material. Make sure you have your resources in order. For example, turn up at the venue earlier and make sure you see the layout of the room and have your notes really well prepared. Have a list of cue cards to refer to during the presentation. This will avoid you reading off a script and make you look really well rehearsed. If it's a group presentation, make sure that everybody is really clear with their role. It's a great idea to meet up with your group just before the presentation and have a last-minute run-through. Speak slowly and clearly. This will ensure that everyone's able to understand you, but it'll also help you be more confident on the day. Be concise, but make sure you elaborate on each of the points that you raise. Incorporate visual aids or other materials such as whiteboards to explain difficult concepts. Enthusiasm's the key, which can be very difficult when you first start out. Try practicing in front of friends and family. That might help you become more enthusiastic about the topic that you're presenting. Make sure you show your interest through posture and hand gestures, and vary the tone of your voice to emphasise key words. It's a great idea to have an interactive element to your presentation. This might mean posing questions to the group during the presentation and for them to respond and discuss. If possible, include time for engaging activities. Include time for questions at the end of your presentation and make sure you let the students know at the beginning that you'll be doing that so they can keep their questions in mind during your presentation. If you're working in a group, try and work with like-minded people and elect roles with your group, for example, group leader and someone to coordinate your PowerPoint. Ensure that all group members clearly have defined roles. Now some tips on preparing for a group assignment. Determine the topic that the group will focus on first. Then, gather the relevant information for the topic. Select and choose the information that will be used in the presentation and develop the final product by incorporating all the information that will be used. Organisation and structure. The introduction is crucial in engaging the audience and outlining the direction of the presentation. An introduction should include background information, an outline of what will be covered in the presentation, and a thesis statement. Basically, it's like any other essay you write, only you're speaking it out loud. The body of the presentation needs to support the thesis statement by providing evidence and examples which support what the speaker is trying to say. Multimedia can be used to support the presenter's contention and credibility. The conclusion of an oral presentation should be just like the conclusion of an essay, so it needs to contain a summary of all the main points that you've covered during your presentation. You should also reiterate your thesis statement and make sure you close off with a nice succinct sentence that covers what you're trying to say. Now that we've outlined the basic requirements of an oral presentation, let's have a quick look over some do's and don'ts which will help you when putting together your presentation. Do stand up straight. Good posture is important and people will notice. Take regular pauses during your presentation. It's helpful to take a deep breath in and out, which can help calm your nerves. Make sure you engage the audience by asking questions and include interactive activities such as a mini quiz or a sheet that you can give the students to work on. Also make sure you provide the chance for people to ask questions at the end of the presentation. This shows that you're engaging your audience in the topic that you're presenting on. Now for some don'ts. Don't move about the room or the space that you're in. Try and keep fairly calm. Don't rush through the information that you're trying to present. You really want people to understand the topic. Don't stand slumped with your hands in your pocket. And I'm really sorry, but don't start the presentation with an apology. Don't make unnecessary movements and hand gestures. And be very careful if you want to use humour, as you may inadvertently offend people. Which reminds me of a joke. Just kidding. Thanks for listening today, and we hope we've given you some great hints and tips to help you get through that dreaded oral presentation. Don't forget, if you're a little nervous, you can always pop up and see us at the Ask Desk and have a chat to one of our student academic leaders.